Have a good time. In this video, I will discuss about the paper of Business Mathematics and Statistics 2014 solution of BCOM 1 Sargodha University, and now I will discuss you about the paper. So first question is as usual about the theoretical questions. Sorry. So answers are given here. Lot of time we already discussed about these questions in previous papers, so you can just pause the video and you can see the answers or write down the answers. First question is statistics. Statistics is a subject, as you know, that it is a science of average. It is a science in which we distribute the data into 4 different parts: collection, organization, analysis, interpretation, and presentation of the data. It is a science of applied mathematics. It is a science of average and counting and probability. Second question is secondary data, group data, or data which is already collected by someone previously is called secondary data. Third one is to define the geometric mean. Answer is given here. Fourth one is parameter, correlation, annuity, due. After that, diagonal matrix, sample space, probability, and determinants. So all these answers are given here, and you can just pause the video and see the answer: random variable and tabulation, etc. Finally, we move to the section number 1 and calculate coefficient of skewness by using method of Pearson and Ballets method. So data is given here. These are marks and their frequencies are also given here. So first important thing is to know about the formulas of Pearson and Ballets coefficient of skewness. So Pearson, there are a lot of formulas for Pearson made of skewness, but one simple formula is mean minus mode divided by standard deviation. And Ballets method is equals to quartile 3 plus quartile 1 minus 2 median divided by quartile 3 minus quartile 1. So here we need 5 different calculations: mean, mode, standard deviation, quartile 3, quartile 1, and median. Through these 5 calculations we can calculate these 2 measures of skewness. So first of all, here is a need to calculate the class boundaries, because upper limit of the first class and lower limit of second class is not equal. So simply subtract these 2 items, 30 minus 29, and divide the result by 2, and that will be equals to 0.5. So 0.5 should be subtracted from the left side and added to the right side, and the result is called class boundaries. After that, the second step is to take the class mark. Simply just add up these 2 class boundaries and divide the result by 2, which will produce 24.5. 29.5 plus 19.5 divided by 2 equals to 24.5. And as you are seeing here that there is a difference of 10. So H is 10. So just add up the H in next subsequent values. So 24.5 plus 10, 34.5, plus 10, 44.5, and so on. After that, we need here cumulative frequency. So just take first frequency here, 3, and add up next frequency into previous total of cumulative frequency. So 3 plus 5 equals to 8, 8 plus 6 equals to 14, 14 plus 7 equals to 21, and so on. After that, we need 2 more calculations. One is fx and one is fx square. So fx is simply the product of f and x. So 24.5 multiplied by 3, 73.5, 34.5 multiplied by 5 equals to 172.5, and fx square is equals to fx multiplied by x, that is equals to fx square. So 73.5 multiplied by 24.5 equals to 1800.8, and so on, and sum of these calculations are also given. Sum of f is 80, sum of fx is 5510, sum of fx square is 407270. So now one by one we can calculate 5 different calculations. First of all, arithmetic mean equals to sum of fx over sum of f equals to 68.875. In case of median, first select the class boundary by dividing n by 2 and locate the value into cumulative frequency. So n is equals to sum of f, so 80 by 2 equals to 40. 40 falls in the cumulative frequency of 60. So this will be model class. L will be 69.5, h is 10, difference of x values is called h, or f is 29, n by 2 is 40, and c will be equals to 31, cumulative frequency which is before the cumulative frequency of the selected model class. So after putting the values into the formula, median will be 72.6. In the similar way, we can calculate quartile 3 and quartile 1. Quartile 3 formula will be L plus h over f, 3n by 4. So in case of quartile 3, we calculate 3n by 4. So n is 80, 80 multiplied by 3 to 40, and 240 by 4 should be equals to 60. So same model class will be selected once again. So 69.5 is L, h is 10, f is 29, and n 3n by 4 is 60, and 31. So quartile 3 will be 79.5. In similar way, we can calculate quartile 1, and quartile 1 is, first of all, we will calculate n by 4. So 80 by 4 will be equals to 20. So 20 falls in the cumulative frequency of 21. So L will be 49.5, h is 10, f is 7, n by 4 is 20, and c will be 14. So after putting the values into the formula, quartile 1 will be 58.07. After that, mode calculation of mode. First of all, we will select the model class for mode. Selection is very simple. The class should be a model class for mode in which frequency is maximum. So maximum frequency is 29. So L is 69.5, FM is 29, F1 is 10, F2 is 8, and H is 10. So after putting the values into this formula, mode will be 74.25. And last calculation will be the calculation of standard deviation. Sum of fx square over sum of fx square is 407270, and sum of f is 80, and sum of fx is 5510 divided by 80 square. Take the under root, and standard deviation will be 18.63. So after the calculation of all these 5 different sample statistic, just put up the values into the formulas of called Pearson coefficient of skewness, and called Pearson coefficient of skewness is indicating the negative skewness, and Ballets coefficient of skewness is also indicating the negative skewness. Now we move to the question number 3. Find the coefficient of correlation, regression equation of x on y and y on x. Find the value of y when x is 80. So we need 5 different calculations: sum of x, sum of y, sum of xy, sum of x square, sum of y square, and the results are given here. As you are seeing that sum of x is 668, sum of y is 676, sum of xy 45183, sum of x square 44698, sum of y square 45724. So first of all, correlation, a lot of formulas for correlation coefficient. But very common formula is sum of x y over n minus mean of x mean of y divided by standard deviation of x and standard deviation of y. So mean of x will be 66.8, mean of y will be 67.6. Standard deviation of x, as you can see here, that formulas and calculation is given here. So standard deviation is 2.75, standard deviation of y will be 1.624, and just simply put up all these values into this formula and correlation coefficient will be 0.5866. After that, in the second step, we need here to calculate two regression coefficients, beta x on y and beta y on x. Beta x on y is equals to correlation coefficient multiplied by standard deviation of x divided by standard deviation of y. So just put up the values into this formula, and regression coefficient of x on y will be 0.9932, and regression coefficient y on x is equals to correlation coefficient multiplied by standard deviation of y divided by standard deviation of x, and the result will be 0.5866 multiplied by 1.624 divided by 2.75. It should be equals to 0.3360. After that, we will apply regression equation x on y, which is equals to x minus x bar equals to beta x on y multiplied by y minus y bar. Just simply put up all the values into this formula and solve it. So regression equation x on y will be equals to 0.9932 y minus 0.34032. This value is an intercept and this value is the regression coefficient of x on y, or you can say it is the slope. And regression equation y on x is equals to y minus y bar equals to regression coefficient y on x multiplied by x minus x bar, and just simply put up all these values, and this number is indicating the intercept value, and this one is indicating the regression coefficient, or you can say regression coefficient y on x, or you can say the slope. And now we turn to the last part of the question, and it is asked in the question that find the value of y when x is 80. For solving this, we need the regression equation y on x. So regression equation y on x is 0.3360x plus 45.1552. Just simply put the value of x instead of x and solve it, and y should be equals to 72.0352. Question number 4, part A, find chain indices from the following price relatives of 4 commodities using mean as an average. A lot of time this type of question is asked in the previous papers, but in those papers average was used as geometric mean, but in this case we will use mean. So first step is to calculate the link relatives in case of chain indices. So first link relative, you can take 100 or you can take the same value as it is given, because formula for link relative is equals to Pn divided by Pn minus 1 multiplied by 100. So Pn stands for current price and Pn minus 1 stands for previous time period price. But in the first period we don't have the previous time period price, so same values should be assumed as link relatives as you are seeing here. But from the second year we will apply the formula Pn divided by Pn minus 1, 62 divided by 81, 62 divided by 81 multiplied by 100, 54 divided by 77 multiplied by 100, 128 by 119 multiplied by 100, 52 by 55 multiplied by 100, and so on. Calculations are given here. After that, second step is to calculate the mean. Mean is equals to sum of x over n. So sum of x is the sum of these link relatives. So 81 plus 77 plus 119 plus 55 equals to 332, divided by n is 4 because there are 4 link relatives. So 332 by 4 should be equals to 83. And in this way we can calculate the mean for each time period, and finally we can obtain the chain indices. Formula for chain indices is the previous chain multiplied by current link relative divided by 100. First period we don't have the previous chain, so same value should be taken as chain index. And from the second time period, previous chain 83 multiplied by current average is 87.19 divided by 100. Chain index will be 72.73 for 1953. Previous chain is 72.37 multiplied by current average, that is 151.97 divided by 100 equals to 109.98, and so on. B part is that a card is drawn from a well shuffled pack of 52 playing cards. So single card is drawn. So simple case of probability should be applied. So sample space will be 52 because there are 52 playing cards and only one card is drawn. So what is the probability that it is number one black cards? So first event should be 26 because there are 26 black cards out of 52 playing cards. And number two, a face card. So face card should be 12 because there are 12 face cards out of 52 playing cards. And the third step is to calculate the probability. Formula is very simple, that just divide the event with sample space. So 26 by 52 equals to 0.5 is indicating that there is 50% probability that the card should be a black card. And there is 0.230 23.0% probability that a card should be a face card. Now we move to the question number 5, that a population consists of value 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. Take all possible samples of size 3 without replacement. Find mean of each sample from a sampling distribution of sample means and calculate means and standard deviation and verify with mean and standard deviation of population. So I already discussed with you that there are three parts to note in the question of sampling. First one, what is the population? Second thing, that what is the sample size, and what is the case, either with replacement or without replacement. So sample population size is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So population size is 6 and sample size will be 3. So lowercase n will be 3 and population is 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, and the case is without replacement. So in first step we will calculate the sample statistic. In the second step we will calculate the population parameter and the end we will verify the result. So in case of without replacement, all possible samples should be equals to combination method of NCN. So 6C3 should be equals to 20. Through ordinary calculator you can calculate the combination. So what are these 20 samples? So first of all, 3, 6, 9, 3, 6, 12, 3, 6, 15, 3, 6, 18. After that 3, 9, 12, 3, 9, 15, 3, 9, 18. After that 3, 12, 15, 3, 12, 18. After that 3, 15, 18. Now all the samples are made with the help of 6. So we just eliminate 6 and take all the samples with the help of 3 are made, so we just eliminate now 3 and take the next 6 into consideration. So 6, 9, 12, 6, 9, 15, 6, 9, 18. After that 6, 12, 15, 6, 12, 18 and 6, 15, 18. After that we will skip 6 and take 9 into the sample. So 9, 12, 15, 9, 12, 18, 9, 15, 18. After that we will skip 9 and 12, 15, 18. So all these samples are given here, as you can see. After that we just take the sum of each sample, 9 plus 6 plus 3, 12 plus 6 plus 3 and so on, and sum is given here. After that, third step, in which we take the mean of each sample. So there are the sum of 3 values, so 18 divided by 3, 6, 21 divided by 3, 7 and so on. And after that we will make frequency distribution of mean of samples. Least value is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15, and just write down the frequency of each item. So these are the values and these are the frequencies given here, and we need two more calculations, fx bar and fx bar square. So fx bar is simply the multiplication of these two. So sum of fx bar is 210, sum of f is 20. After that we need fx bar square, which is equal to fx bar multiplied by x bar, or you can take through alternative method that you just take the square of x bar and then multiply the result with f. So fx bar square multiplied by x bar equals to 36, 6 by 6 36, 7 by 7 49, and so on. So sum of fx bar square is 2310. So simply just put up all the values into the formula of mean, variance, and standard deviation. Mean is 10.5, variance 5.25, and standard deviation is 2.29. After that, now we move to the second part of the question, and that is the calculation of population parameters. Now we are going to calculate the mean, variance, and standard deviation of population. So population is 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. Sum of x is 63, and x square, sum of x square is 819. So simply just put up all the values into these three formulas: mean, variance, and standard deviation. Always use uppercase letters while calculating population parameters. So mean is 10.5, variance is 26.25, and standard deviation is 5.12. Now we move to the third part of the question, and that is the verification of sample statistic with the population parameters. So sample mean is equals to the population mean. Always, in case of with or without replacement, sample statistics is always equals to the population. Sample mean is always equals to the population mean. After that, sample variance is equals to the population variance divided by sample size multiplied by population size minus sample size divided by population size minus 1. And after putting the result into right side of the equation, population variance is also equals to the sample variance. And in the similar way, by applying this formula, sample standard deviation should also be equals to population standard deviation. So here you can see. After that, section number 2, question number 6, solve the following equation: 3 by x plus 2 by y equals to 2, and 2 by x minus 3 by y equals to 1 by 4. So first of all, we just substitute or convert the values. For example, if we say that 1 by x is equals to u, then this 3 by x should be equals to 3u, because 3 by x is always equals to 3 multiplied by 1 by x. So if 1 by x is u, this should be equals to 3u. If 1 by y is equals to v, then it should be equals to 2v. Similarly, this should be equals to 2u, and this should be equals to 3v, equals to 1 by 4 or 0.25. So after converting the equations, we just simply multiply equation number 1 by 2 and equation number 2 by 3 to cancel the u. So just I am going to change the signs here, and 6u plus 6u will be cancelled with minus 6u, and 4v plus 9v will be equals to 13v, and 4 minus 0.5 will be equals to 3.25, and v is finally equals to 0.25. After that, put v equals to 0.25 into any equation to get value of u. So we can take any equation, either 1 or 2, and just put the value of v into the equation and solve for u. So 3u plus 2v equals to 2, and 3u plus 2 multiplied by 0.25 equals to 2, and finally u will be equals to 1.5 by 3, and that will be equals to 0.5. Question number B, part B, question number 6, part B, 5x minus 11 under root minus x minus 3 under root equals to 4. First of all, we take the square roots on both sides to eliminate this root. So remaining values will be 5x minus 11 minus x minus 3 equals to 4 4s are 16, and just simplify this equation, it will produce 4x equals to 24 and x should be equals to 24 by 4 equals to 6. Question number 7, that solve the following system of equation with the matrix. Lot of time we already discussed with you that through matrix we can calculate three variables by the method of inverse or determinant or Cramer rule. We can say that in this method x is equals to determinant of x divided by determinant of d, y equals to determinant of y divided by determinant of d, and z equals to determinant of z divided by determinant of d. First of all, we make the matrix. So 2, 6, 4, 6, 6, 4, 3, 2, 4. It is the matrix A. Matrix B is the indicating about the variables x, y, z, three variables, and matrix C is equals to 320, 480, 192. So first of all, taking the determinant of this A matrix is called determinant of D. After that, we just take this column and place here and take the determinant, that will be equals to determinant of dx. If we take this matrix and place here and take the determinant equals to determinant of dy, take this matrix, place here and take the determinant is equals to determinant of dz. So in this type of question, we only learn to calculate the determinant. So here I am going to tell you that how can you calculate the determinant. So take I am going to select this column for the calculation. Either you can choose column or row according to your wish. So I am going to take the column. So first place 2 here, and the row and column in which 2 is will be eliminated. So remaining values will be 6, 4, 2, 4, and 6 multiplied by 4 minus 4 multiplied by 2. After that, place the sign minus and take the next value, that is 6, and the row and column in which 6 is should be eliminated. Remaining value is 6, 4, 2, 4. So 6 multiplied by 4 minus 4 multiplied by 2. After that, place the plus sign here and take the third value, which is 3 here, and the row and column in which 3 is should be eliminated, and remaining values will be 6, 4, 6, 4. So 6 multiplied by 4 minus 4 multiplied by 6 as you are seeing here, and finally the calculation is indicating that determinant of D is minus 64. So in this way you can calculate determinant of dx, determinant of dy. You can pause the video and see the calculation, and determinant of dz. And after putting the values into these three formulas, you can get the value of x, y, and z. Question number 8, part A. The 54th and 4th terms of an arithmetic progression are minus 61 and 64 respectively. Find the common difference and 23rd term. So we have two different terms, 54th and 4th. 54th is minus 61 and 64 is the 4th term. So first of all, we will apply the formula alpha n equals to alpha 1 plus n minus 1 multiplied by d. So alpha 54 for alpha 54, 54th term is equals to alpha 1 plus 54 minus 1d, and 54th term is minus 61. So just put the minus 61 here. Alpha 1 we don't know about the alpha 1. So plus 54 minus 1, 53d. So that is your first equation. After that, once again we will apply for 4th term same formula. So 4th term is 64 equals to alpha 1 plus 3d, 4 minus 1, 3. So 3 multiplied by d, that is your second equation. Simultaneously just solve this. So just changing the sign. 64 plus 61 is equals to 125. Alpha 1 should be cancelled with minus alpha 1, and 3d minus 53d should be equals to minus 50d, and minus 50d equals to 125, and finally d should be equals to 125 divided by 50, equals to minus 2.5. So minus 2.5 is the difference. After that, we should solve for the 64th, so 64 equals to alpha 1 plus 3d. So 64 equals to alpha 1 plus 3 minus 2.5 is the difference. So 64 equals to alpha 1 minus 7.5, and alpha 1 should be equals to 71.5. So now we are going to calculate the 23rd term, because now we have difference, we have alpha 1. So simply we put the values into this equation. Alpha 1 is 71.5 plus 23 minus 1 equals to 22, and difference is minus 2.5. So alpha 23 is equals to 71.5 minus 55. So alpha 23 should be equals to 16.5. Part B is the find alpha 30 and sum of 30 term of 2, 4 and 8. First term is 2 and n is 30, because we are going to calculate the sum of 30 terms. So total terms are 30 and common ratio is 2. So after that, we should apply the formula alpha n equals to alpha 1 r raised to power n minus 1. So alpha n is the alpha 30 equals to alpha 1 is 2, and the common difference is 2, ratio is 2. So n is 30, 30 minus 1, so 1073741824. Here r is greater than 1, so we will use sum formula, that is equals to r a alpha n minus alpha 1 divided by r minus 1. So ratio is 2, and a alpha n minus alpha 1. So a n is calculated above, that is 1073741824, and alpha 1 is 2, and divided by r minus 1 or 2 minus 1. So final result will be 21474834646. Question number 9, part A is if the difference between the simple and compound interest for 3 years at 5% is rupees 61, find principal. Simply with the assumed value, first of all we calculate the simple interest. After that, with the assumed value of principal as 100, we will calculate the compound interest. So principal amount is 100, that is assumed, and n is 3 years and rate of interest is 5%. So formula for simple interest PIN equals to 100 multiplied by 0.05 multiplied by 3, that is 15. And similarly, we can calculate the compound interest formula with the assumed value of 100, that is 15.76. Just take the difference of these two interests, that is 0.76, and apply the formula, that is equals to 100 multiplied by 61. 61 is the difference which is given in the question, and divide the result by the difference of simple and compound interest. So in this way we can calculate the principal amount, that is 8026.32. B part is find the accumulated value of rupees 5000 invested at the end of each quarter. So it is the case of annuity, because multiple payments are here, and we will apply the ordinary annuity formula, because each payment is invested at the end of each quarter, and it is the case of quarterly based. So for 5 years n should be 20, because 1 year consists 4 quarters, so 5 years should be there should be 20 payments. 8% interest is annual interest rate, so when we convert into quarterly it will be 2%, so 0.02, and r is the payment, that is 5000. So just simply apply the formula and put the values into this formula, and future value will be 122375. So thank you very much. Soon I will come with the next video. So stay safe and stay blessed, and take care of the persons near you.